Good morning, I'm Chip.
Hey, good morning, I'm Steve.
We got our friends with us again today, Steve.
Yep. This is great, man.
And this is
Chip's Garage.
Hey, today we got Terry with us.
Yes.
And her truck and her husband, Mark. Come on up, Terry and Mark. A real car woman. Tell us a little bit about yourself real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Born and raised, Newport Richey, Florida.
Good Florida girl.
No. 29.
Young.
Yeah. Oh, 30.
Always been a car girl. I don't know. I grew up, I always hung playing football with the guys. I just have never been. Yeah, so I'm not a normal girl. I guess.
Yeah. Now, you have several cars. A normal girl. I think that's a normal girl. A great normal girl.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark? Right? Yeah. Obviously. A major plus. Now, you have several cars, though, right?
I do, yep.
And what else do you have?
It's hard to choose. So I have my 72 Trans Am. 455.
Oh, we want to see that.
Numbers matching. It'll get here.
Is that actually an HD?
Yeah. HD 455.
Oh, man, 72. Wow. What color?
Took me a lot of white with the blue.
Oh, no. That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Took me 30 years to get that.
Wow.
On it so long. Yeah. 71 big block Camaro, 396.
Wow.
I got my truck. I have a 55 Ford pickup sitting in a barn waiting to do something with. Yes.
And I don't think you have any Kias in your barn, do you?
Awesome. No. Like we always say, guys, get the young ones involved, the younger generation. Women, take your wife out. Women, here's a car woman right here has got all these cars.
Kids.
And we'll go through some of the stories with her and her husband's vehicles here today where she's worked on it and done a lot of stuff and works alongside Mark in it. So we keep the generation going. We're not experts on everything. That we don't claim to be. If we mess something up or give you incorrect information, please be nice. Tell us. We're glad. We're glad to hear it.
Love it.
And we'll let the viewers know. We're just here to keep the car culture going. That's the purpose of the channel, to get the younger generations, women, whoever involved. Let's keep it going. As Steve always says, somebody else is going to own these one day. And we want to make sure they enjoy it, know what they're doing and what they're dealing with.
And let's tell our viewers we're up to 1,000 now.
We're over 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Yeah, thank you, viewers.
36, 37 episodes.
Yeah, and growing.
We're what, 2.5 years now?
Something like that.
We're just loving this.
Thank you to the viewers.
For people like you and Diane, her husband, it's just awesome.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, let's get into this truck.
Yes, let's get into it.
So Terry, tell us year, model, what you got going on here, how it sort of took place.
It's an 85 C-10. It's a custom deluxe truck.
Wow.
Short bed.
Beautiful.
It's got a 383 stroker motor in it. A Borg Warner 4-speed manual. 308 rear gears, correct? Yep. Detroit locker rears in it. Rear.
Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. Now they call this a square body, right?
Square body.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Square body.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. And you know what's funny? When these came out, I didn't really like them too much because they were sort of plain and square. They didn't have, but now, and this happened with a lot of vehicles. Now I love these things, and they are
getting to be big money.
You're right, and they're hard to find. In
you
this
can almost name your price on this.
Yeah, because they were just used and abused, right?
Yes,
they were work trucks.
Work trucks.
Yeah. Now you use this as a work truck, right?
Yes.
Tell the viewers.
Oh yeah,
it's your daily driver.
Up with garbage and goes to the dump. And she goes to the grocery store and she goes everywhere with
that is so awesome.
Yes.
Use your vehicle, right? Drive them. That's what they're there for. Drive them.
And for her to have a 4-speed in it.
I know.
But it has air.
Well, she said she had to have a 4-speed,
right?
I
love it. I love it.
My toys have
automatic.
Yeah.
Life's too boring.
That's for sissies.
Sitting there,
it's too boring.
Well, let's talk about the front here. We'll walk around, but come on out because we were talking about this grill. And, it's so big, but it's to me, it's sort of mean looking.
It is. It is. They're coming at you.
It's the original grill.
Yeah, it's all original. And we talked about they make a black one, right?
Yeah.
That extends all the way across. And we'll look at the rest of the truck because she likes the, as you can see, the very clean, smooth, simple, nothing extravagant. And again, always do it to taste. We always say that. But she was talking about maybe blacking it out and doing the front grill. Hey, you viewers, give us your viewpoint because Steve says no.
No, I like it like this.
And she's not sure. And I'm like, man, I think the blacked out grill and everything would look really tough. Mark, what do you think?
I like it like it is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you,
so,
thank you.
So
I
there
don't
you
want to have to change anything.
Oh,
I'm good. The truck's done.
Hey,
We have other projects.
have two grills, one hanging up
Yeah,
black
there
and
you
one
go.
chrome.
Yeah,
You know, there
Hey,
you go.
you know what? They're not that hard to change
It's just-
out.
And hey,
Now,
wait a minute.
did you replace the bumpers?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
noticed they're beautiful front and back.
Real nice.
Yeah, they weren't that bad, the old ones, but I wanted them perfect.
Clean.
Well, yeah, we can see your the truck is. I mean, she drives it every day. It's a work truck.
Hey, Chip.
Look how beautiful it is.
Glass.
Oh,
Real glass. Real glass.
Glass
I know,
headlights.
I know. It's beautiful.
It is
They put
gorgeous.
LED bulbs in
Well,
there,
that's
so
Yeah.
you
but
could see
glass.
at
They're
night,
not plastic.
Sure. Now you took all the badging off, right?
Mhm,
Or down the side there was like trim and some badging, right?
There was some
Yeah, it
trim
had-
on it.
It had window molding. She didn't want the drip rail anymore.
Yeah.
She didn't
Okay,
want any of the
okay.
badging. She wanted the truck to be real smooth.
Yeah.
So we didn't go to the extreme of door handles and locks and things like that. She wanted kind of a factory mirror,
Mhm.
and she wanted to
Nice.
have the the door handles and the
Right.
locks. So
Yeah.
it had that it has a custom appearance to it,
Right.
but it's not over the
It
top.
absolutely looks like a custom truck.
And
Come
it's
on over here, Terry.
a
We're going
perfect
to walk
taste.
around this
Perfect
way.
taste to me.
I love it, and we pointed out the side markers, what they did, the black or smoked
Yeah,
out,
the
I guess.
smoked ones, yes.
Yeah, and tell us about the wheels and tires.
They're 20-inch smoothies from Detroit.
Detroit wheel.
Steel wheel, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, with redline tires. Yeah.
Which you always wanted to redline.
Yeah, I love the
Always
red
wanted
lines.
Yeah, something to put red lines on, and I think it looks perfect. I'm
Yeah.
so happy with it.
Absolutely. Now, who knows the story behind smoothies? Where'd they come from? They were like from the 50s, right? Then they come out with like the salt flats and the drag racing with the smoothies.
Smoothie disc and all that.
Something along those lines.
Salt
Oh,
flat
I
would be for less drag,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
These wheels are handmade, custom made in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
The company is in an old warehouse that they have renovated to build their wheels.
Nice.
They also make some other components that they have on their website, but Detroit Steel Wheel, that's their fame to claim. That's where they started.
Awesome.
And they make
Detroit.
different designs, and but they're handmade, custom made, one at a time
Wow.
in their
Nice.
place. They're in Detroit, Michigan.
We're not going to ask what they cost.
They
No.
were
Yeah, yeah,
expensive,
yeah.
as expensive as a billet specialty or
Okay,
anything
okay.
else. But they're not over the top.
But
I
there's
mean, they're
certain things you want for your vehicle, so you get
Get them.
one
Did you-
thing, yeah.
Right,
Did you guys just hear? Exactly.
Yes.
Look,
And
son,
it was all me. I got to pick everything. He just helped me along.
that's awesome. And that's how we should do it, right?
Right.
Let them do it to
Don't
taste.
cheapen up.
This is an expression of Terry. You can tell her personality if you talk to her and walk. This is her right here,
Yeah.
which is awesome, and it's what it should be. You feel that,
Yeah.
right?
Right,
Don't you
right,
feel
right,
connected?
right,
Oh, I love my
right.
truck.
Yeah.
And what I'm noticing is how stock in a way it is,
Right?
because I'm looking at the gaps are really nice, but
Yeah.
something just struck me down here. Look down here. They didn't Bondo the spot welds. That shows me how clean this truck was.
Yes.
It shows me that this truck was in really good shape, because a lot of people Bondo that up.
Right.
And you could tell when you go buy something, well, something's been replaced.
Right.
This hasn't.
Well,
No.
it's stock, but
Stock.
it's custom.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
It literally is a custom truck, but it's stock. It's
stock.
like it's a cool
Oh, very cool.
concept, you know.
You didn't alter the gas lid, like
No.
you say, the handles and the mirrors are just perfect. I love the
Yeah.
mirrors on this, and they're original.
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect. And the color was what now?
it's a charcoal gray,
It was originally red and silver cut in
Two-tone.
I
right?
guess you
Two-tone
call it
factory
Sure.
color, was original.
Right. Now, is that a hand mix color or
Yeah.
Hand
okay?
mix,
So
okay.
it's a
Yeah,
hand
it's
mix.
charcoal gray. There's no it's just come off a color chart of a charcoal gray.
Right.
She wanted a gray truck, but we didn't. There were so many grays out there. I said, and she likes the charcoal. She actually liked the darker color.
Yeah.
So I brought home a couple of colors. I had my buddy paint them on some sticks.
Yeah.
And I just laid them out and said, you pick what you want. And it was actually a single stage paint
Wow.
that they had. And I had to have him convert it to base coat, clear coat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then it's repairable if something
Yeah,
was
yeah,
to
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Where a single stage, you wouldn't be able to, you'd have to shoot like the whole
Yeah,
side to get
both
the color
sides.
Sure.
done.
Right.
Yeah.
So so she picked her color out. We just laid it down, put it down,
Yeah.
and walked away. And she came back and said, "This is what
Yeah.
I want."
Yeah, it took
Yeah,
me a
cool.
couple of weeks. I had to keep
Now-
walking
Yeah.
by the colors. And
Yeah, cool. Well, and that's good. You got to
Yeah.
make sure you're comfortable. Now, there's a story though behind getting the truck ready for paint, Terry. So tell us
Yes, I wanna
tell us
hear
that story, right? So what happened?
Oh,
Who did the work? And
I did all the sanding on this thing.
Wow.
Yes.
All of it down
myself, yes.
down to bare metal, right?
Never DA sanded before.
And
he
you did
showed
it all.
me one, so every day he'd take off for work, and I'd go right out there and start working on my truck.
All the way down to the metal.
All
bare
the way
metal,
down
and
to
prep
the metal,
truck.
yeah.
And how long did that take you?
About
Months.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks solid, about
Yeah.
5 to 6 hours a day. She would DA
Wow.
But she's you better hang on to her,
And
Mark.
then my
Yeah,
stepson,
She's awesome.
My stepson helped me rip apart the interior. We took the whole interior out because it was red.
Yeah.
I'm not a red
No.
interior person.
Yeah.
And it was all ripped up. So yeah,
I
he
have
helped me do that.
I have a 50 F1. Would you like to strip that down for
Yeah.
me? And, you know, please.
My 56
If
needs.
she gets to drive it,
Yeah.
she would
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
sure, no problem.
She's not driving it.
Is it a manual or automatic?
It's going to be a 700 R4. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I have to make it for my wife to drive it. She doesn't drive
There
stick,
you
so
go. Okay.
no. But
Let's get through this a little bit, guys. We can open the door, right?
Yeah.
Here?
look at the gaps.
Okay, so
at
if
that.
the viewers want to come over here, and Terry, why don't you just get up in here and just show us what you got going on in there, and so the
Yeah.
viewers can see what you've done.
Okay. Well, there's not much going on, and I haven't finished a little bit, but yeah, I replaced the whole dashboard. Recovered the seat, and that's about it. Replaced the carpet and new
Right.
door panels.
It's
Everything got
basically
changed. Like
stock.
I said, it was red.
Yeah, but again,
And
you kept with your theme, right? You pretty much went stock,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
very, very clean. Now you did
Very
do an aftermarket steering wheel.
I did, yes. And then some of my original gauges aren't working correctly, so I did have to add some gauges over there.
So you got a gauge
Keep an eye
cluster.
on the temperature and stuff. But
Yeah, and you got a tack. You added a tack to it,
yes, yeah.
and it is an AC truck,
Yeah, it
which
is.
is
AC truck,
awesome.
really
It will
nice,
get
yeah.
to the motor and
Okay,
everything.
okay.
So, and I'm sorry, the transmission again. Tell us.
It's a 4-speed manual, Borg Warner 4-speed manual.
Yeah. So that's a T10. T10 is that what they call
T10.
that?
I think.
This one has the granny first.
Oh,
gear.
granny first gear. Okay, okay,
great.
all right.
Wow.
All right. Hey, something I want to comment. Take a look at the speedometer. Okay, we're back in the Jimmy Carter days. 55 miles an hour.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
highlighted, and it only goes to 85. So this is fuel economy days, you know.
That's why the tack is in there.
Yeah, I see. It's a little about 6,100, huh? But I love it. It's just basic, and you can buy these anywhere. These parts through a couple different vendors.
I don't know. It's not, this like the whole dash cover.
Everything is hard to get nowadays. When we were putting this together was kind of through the couple of years ago, you know,
Yeah.
when we were having a hard time getting parts.
Oh yeah.
A lot of stuff came from Classic Industry.
Okay,
Yeah.
classic
They had
industries.
some good inventory.
Yeah.
There are NPD, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
Cala. That's
Yeah.
where the bumpers came from.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't want to
LMC?
promote companies too much,
Okay.
just so you know.
Okay.
But it is getting, you know, you're thinking old school,
Yeah.
Steve. It's getting harder and harder
Yeah.
to get parts. I mean, back in the day, you could have got parts for
Sure.
this,
Sure.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It was
anywhere.
harder. We had to search around
Yeah.
a lot of different companies to be able. You
Yeah.
could get some stuff at some places, and
That's
you
right.
had to, you know, when you got a back order, you had to get back on. She spent countless hours on the phone,
Yeah.
because of back
Sure.
orders,
Sure.
Right.
to gather all our parts.
One thing I want to point out here, look how nice they did with the paint and under here on the
Yeah,
dash.
yeah,
They really,
really nice.
again, so clean and simple and just
Yeah,
sanitary.
I just wanted to add a touch of the gray inside.
It's a
blend
great
it all
touch.
together.
Yes, it's a great touch.
Awesome. Very awesome. Well, let's keep walking around.
And the
with you.
interior, you said this was red too, huh?
Everything was
Oh,
red.
red, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't say that. People like red cars.
I like red.
Well, I have a red
Put some
one, right?
oomph into it.
Yeah, a little oomph. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, she shut the tailgate, and it sounds just like an old school tailgate. Can we hear that sound? Just a little click.
Of course.
Oh, listen to this. You never hear this anymore. You never hear this. Look at it. I love it.
I do
love it.
love it. I
Sound
do
of
love it.
metal.
Sound of
Yeah.
real metal.
Yeah.
Right. Nice stock tail lights. You have
Yeah.
LEDs in this?
Wrap around.
No.
No. Okay, but they're stock, clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Replaced the bumper again.
Yes.
Right. Beautiful.
Yes.
Got the antique Florida tag on it, which is nice.
Nice.
Again, so clean. They didn't even, you know, some of these would have been painted
Yes,
white, right?
yes.
The Chevy.
Yeah, or black, yeah.
Yeah, or black. Yeah.
But they
again,
just stamped it in here.
just again, so clean and
Right,
beautiful.
right,
it's
right.
it's literally a custom truck.
Yes. Nice tonneau cover to cover it. Then you throw all your stuff in there and
Yeah,
boom,
that holds
cover it
the
up.
garbage in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Now, what's the rear end in this again?
308.
Yeah.
I've got Detroit locker rear end.
Yeah, Detroit
Okay,
locker
okay.
with a
Good
and-
highway gear.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a 10 volt or a 12 volt?
It's a 12 volt.
12 volt.
12 volt?
Okay,
Okay,
good.
okay.
Yeah, good Chevy.
Factory truck rear.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Down the side. Check this down here. Look at the side. How beautiful. They never came out that straight, even from the factory. They were work trucks.
You're right. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Gorgeous.
Did you point out the hubcap, Steve?
Oh, the Chevy hubcap.
Yeah. Get a close up of that for the viewers.
Take a look at that flat disc
right here. It's just again
Chevy
just
emblem.
Clean and simple, but a little taste to it, right?
Yeah,
that little customization.
Well,
you did beautiful.
Pick out what you want.
Yeah.
Let's show that engine off.
Yeah, let's do that.
Come on up here.
Can we look under the hood here?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I did notice she tinted the side windows in the back window, which is nice.
Yeah, I just had that done. The sun was a little too much.
Yeah.
Okay, inside hood release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, these hoods were pretty big in a day, and the biggest problem they had is when they got rusted, they bent here. So you had to keep these things maintained. For a work truck even, But this was so clean, this truck. This is the original hood, and it's just so beautiful and clean.
Absolutely. Terry, go ahead and tell us a little bit about the motor, the engine.
Stroker.
So it's based on a 350. Yeah.
Got right around 400 horsepower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect running truck.
What Holley is it? Is it Holley?
Yeah, it's got a 650 dual feed double pump.
Okay.
It's got a set of aluminum dart heads on it.
Okay.
It's got an eagle rotating assembly.
You can see here on the
okay.
It runs on pump gas. It runs nice and cool. She said we just drove 15 miles to get here.
Yeah.
And it ran 160 degrees
wow.
when she pulled in.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it stays nice and cool, which is not too bad. We'd like to see a little bit more temperature with the aluminum heads.
Absolutely.
But I mean, we're it's a new build. She's only been driving it probably about 4 months now.
Oh, okay.
Kind of working out the bugs.
Yeah, and it's about 85, 90 today.
Yeah,
so
it's not a bad day today.
It didn't do bad, and that's with air conditioning on.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
She is running air conditioning too coming up here, so
right.
So it did really good as far as temperature goes. It'll be a good daily for even in traffic.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, you could drive this anywhere.
Yeah.
With the way you got it set up, you could drive.
What's the mileage on? About 12, 14 on the road?
About 2 hours.
No, but on a hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we pull over and put gas in that.
Okay, 2 hours. I see.
We don't know.
20 gallons.
2 hours to the tank.
16-gallon tank.
Okay.
And a pocket full of cash.
There you go. Well, what I really like, what the hot rodders do, is put the serpentine system on an old school engine.
You can see the single belt.
The serpentine setup on it, so it's an 85 truck with a 90. I think it's a 94 serpentine system on the front.
Yeah.
Mounted right on. I did have to clock the alternator to get it to fit. To run. That is a one-wire serpentine alternator, and you have to clock it to get it to fit in there.
Right. And clocking is right here where you just take it apart and move it.
Right.
And then adjust it. Yes.
Change where the electronics are.
Right.
And the pancake style air compressor so that the AC will work,
Sure.
So
the pancake.
The front serpentine system is got a little bit of custom work done to it that I did.
But it's well worth it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Right,
they got power brakes.
Power brake.
They got power steering, which we can see. They got the good Optima battery. Always good to have a good battery.
Yes.
And you did a little bit of custom work yourself just to cover up some holes and to make things fit the way you wanted in here. You got the headers.
We have a hydraulic slave cylinder for the clutch pedal.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
So it has a aftermarket center force clutch in it because of the horsepower of the motor. You can't run a stock clutch, so you run a center force clutch in it, and it's a hydraulic clutch so that she can push the clutch pedal, because as we go to a race clutch, they become very hard.
Right.
Of course.
So we put a hydraulic clutch system in it that's all original from the truck, because it has the most amount of push power for her.
Okay.
So you get in the truck, the clutch holds very well if you take off hard on it. But she can push it in like it's a stock.
Good to
clutch.
know.
Excellent.
Good to know for the viewers.
So it's a real good product to look into.
Well, it's a beautiful truck. Terry, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is
really appreciate it.
Gorgeous. Mark, great job, buddy.
Very good.
Can you start it for us real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead and start it. Let's let the viewers
And did
hear
we
what
mention Mark builds all the engines?
Yeah, well, no, not really.
Okay, yes. Tell us a little bit, just a second.
So I'm an engine builder. Well, she's going to start this. So
okay,
it's
we'll talk about it.
We'll hear about it, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about that on his...
Next one, because the viewers will love the next one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. Let's walk around the back and hear it out of the exhaust.
Listen, if you want to get rid of this or give it to somebody, listen to that. Oh my God.
Nice. Nice. Oh, that's like deep, nice throaty.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Listen to that.
Come on out, Terry.
Wow. That's such a beautiful sound.
Oh, it sounds almost no words, but we're running out of time.
Yes, we're running out. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful truck. Perfect example of making it to your taste. A real woman hot rodder. I love it. Great guy with her. Great combination. Keep it going.
Yeah, all right. That sounds
Hey,
good.
I'm Chip.
And I'm Steve.
Mark, Terry.
And this is
Chip's
Garage.
Thank you.
See you, Terry.
Terry.
Thank you. Beautiful.